Hey friends and neighbors of Duvall, Buddy Buck here with another real estate market update for February 2023. And this one's gonna be a little bit different. This is gonna be called Market Update +++, because instead of just giving you some basic information on Duvall and our local real estate economy, I wanted to make it a little bit more fun and talk about some upcoming events and some cool things that are happening right here in our hometown. Having said that, I want to talk about our very first event, which is going to be taking place on March 3rd, Duvall Random Acts of Kindness Blood Drive. So it's, again, I don't love needles, but I know this is an awesome cause, and I know giving back and giving blood is a big, big deal to be able to do. Especially I found out, when I first gave blood that I have a relatively rare blood type. I'm B positive, which is kind of funny because my friends think I have relatively a positive outlook on life, which I'd like to think I do as well. But on March 3rd, I'm gonna be giving back and giving some blood. My wife Eve and I already registered. These are 15-minute blocks of time where you can go register, and I made this really, really simple for you to be able to do. So if you wanna come join in and give blood on March 3rd, it's very simple. You can just go to buddybuck.com. So just go to my website. Right at the top, you can click on Donate Blood. When you click on Donate Blood, this pops up and you can see Random Acts of Kindness. You're just gonna go ahead and tick this box right here. It's gonna be at the Riverview School District. Here's all the information. 15-minute time blocks, so you can go ahead and select your time. There was about 29 spots when we booked, so go ahead and get that done, get it booked, and let's give some blood. So next thing I want to talk about really quickly is the DuvallLife.com. So on this website, again, if you want to share with other friends that maybe they don't know anything about Duvall, or you want to teach them about how cool our city is, maybe you have a friend you've been trying to get to move out here, you can go ahead and click on schools and it'll take you to the Riverview School District, so you can let them look at all that if that's relevant for them. You can click on restaurants. I made a collection on Yelp, which is basically like a list, right? It's just called a collection. And so I went and put the 19 restaurants we have here in Duvall. And now there might be one or two that I might have left out just on accident. There might have been a couple that I don't have on here, but these are the main ones. You got your Pickle Times, your CC's Espresso. I'm not gonna put too much shine on anybody right now, but I will be doing spotlights on restaurants here locally as well. But for the sake of today, can I keep it short and sweet, and just know that on the Duvall Life, you can go click on restaurants and you can go see, and it's kind of interesting to see all the different restaurants all in one place. So thought that was kind of cool. Really, the reason I made this website in the beginning was because when my wife and I moved here just about 5 years ago, we didn't know the first thing about Duvall. And so this would have been a really cool thing to have, to be able to at least learn a little bit about it. But we do feel like we got really lucky. Now, last event I want to talk about is the March of the Vegetables. So we've got this event coming up March 25th. Did I know what this was? Absolutely not. I did not, but it sounds cool. It looks cool. And yes, it is a parade for vegetables. Okay. And it says, okay, but why a parade? Must we really dress up like a radish? This is a real thing. People will dress up as vegetables. Okay. But really, I want you guys to understand and look right here where it says number 1. This is to celebrate and honor the work that our local farmers do. And if you've been in Duvall for any length of time, you know how important this industry is to our city and to our community. So with the Grange and some of the other restaurants that are doing farm to table, just a really cool, unique community event that we can do here, supporting local farmers, supporting the local restaurants. And at the end, right, there's gonna be a party. It's gonna be at Depot Park, right down by the Duvall Police Department. So it's, again, the parade begins at 3 o'clock at the Houston Barclay parking lot. You can get the address, you can get all the information at marchofthevegetables.org. So having said that, let's go ahead and shift gears and let's get into the real estate. This month, I'm going to talk about January 2023's numbers versus December 2022. So in the last episode I went year over year, but this month I'm just going to focus on the changes from month to month. So as the baseline kind of flattens and the new normal in real estate kind of flattens out, I'm not going to keep jumping back to last year and to the year before. I want to just give you the information for for this month and for what happened last month, so you can kind of see the little trends that are taking place every 30 days. So if we're just looking at this and looking at some of the numbers, we've got 38 days on the market in December 2022, and we've got 45 days on the market January 2023. And again, for any of these numbers, as we just go from month to month now, don't put too much weight onto any one specific category unless I'm really highlighting it, because with such a small sample size, with such a small community that we have, a few numbers here or there can really skew the data. And so again, I just want to give you the numbers so it's easy to find in one place. So if you look at months of inventory, and how to calculate that, I mentioned this briefly in the last episode, but you're going to take the number of active listings divided by the number of solds. So for January, for last month, we had 19 active listings and 6 sold. So if you take 19 divided by 6, that is going to be 3.17. In a nutshell, what that means is if nothing new came on the market, no new listings at all, it would take 3.17 months for every single home to be sold in 98019 in Duvall, Washington, which is, it could be a little bit higher, okay? A healthy market is 4-5 months. 3 is solid, 3 is good. But again, it's going to be a better market if everything is more balanced. You can see in last month we had 10 new listings. The median home price was $685. Month before, $849 was the median sale price. Again, don't put too much weight on the actual number, because again, there could have just been some lower price homes sold, which again, I say lower price kind of tongue in cheek, because $685,000 is a lot of money. And so what I want to be able to do is just go ahead and shift gears and kind of put a bow on this. And so I'm going to show some numbers from King County, which I didn't do last month, and I'll continue to do King County every single month moving forward, just really quickly, just to give you a bigger scope of what's happening, because maybe you're watching this and you live in Seattle, you live in Woodinville, you live in Redmond, whatever the case may be, and you might be thinking about coming to Duvall, or maybe you're going to move from Duvall to King County. So active listings a year ago, so January 2022, there was only 602 active listings. Last month in King County, 1,709, okay? So you can see the change in the months of inventory rising from 0.54 to 2.18. Again, same calculation, take the active listings divided by the number of solds. So you might look at January 22 and go, wow, 1,387 listings and only 600 active. What does that mean? That means when the listing came on the market, they were getting gobbled up. They were going pending. They were getting offers immediately. Thus, the low months of inventory at 0.54. A year ago from last month, so January 2022, 602 active listings divided by the solds, 1,106, is only 0.54. So if no new listings came on the market a year ago in King County, everything would have been sold in 0.54 months, which is way too low. Not balanced, not healthy, not good for buyers or sellers, unless you're a seller that just happened to be moving out of state or you just had some unique situation, right? So when the numbers start to balance out at 2.18 months of inventory, it's getting better. We still need more inventory to get it to become even a healthier real estate market for King County. So you can see the rest of the numbers. I don't need to read them all to you, but I did want to just tell you guys, listen, I'm going to do this every single month. I'm going to keep you up to date. We're going to make it fun. We're going to do market update plus. I'm going to continue to talk about the upcoming and fun and cool and local events and ways you can plug in and volunteer. And today that I'm shooting this today, this is Valentine's Day. And I did want to mention one thing. My wife did something really cool. We've got the Duvall Hearts. I know we were just featured on King 5 News. And so she sent me a picture the other day. And so I went down there this morning and took a photo of it myself. You can take a look at the photo right here. And it is super cool. So thanks, babe. I know it supports the local Rotary, and just the trickle-down effect of all the impact that our local Rotary has is amazing as well. So the Duvall Hearts is super cool. cool. The community's cool. Ways to give back are just endless. So we'll continue to let you know how you can contribute, and partnering with all the local community leaders and just getting you guys the information on a monthly basis. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. This is Duvall Market Update +++, and Buddy Buck signing out. Peace.